Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Curtis Walker and this is courageouscaregiver.org. Today is episode 2. In today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about on the subject matter of acceptance. Now, I know that when it comes to the issue of acceptance, a lot of you are facing this disease of dementia, Alzheimer's, and it's pretty heavy. It can be very emotional as you walk through the corridors of just the everyday effects of this disease. And I know that it can be quite overwhelming, very painful. It was painful for me when I started to look at the things that were going on with my sister. My sister, she contracted Lewy body's dementia at an early stage, and she tried to walk through it on her own, and then it got to the point where it was overwhelming for her, and then I had to actually walk in on the situation and assist her with her living. This was something I was completely unprepared for, ill-equipped, and I had to do a lot of study, I had to do a lot of work to get ready to take care of her. Some of it I was really resistant to. I'm looking at my lifestyle and I'm saying, wow, I have to change so much in order to do so much for her, because she required a lot. And each day with her, she required a lot more. And so, there was this thing that was going on when it came to the issue of acceptance, was also dealing with the case of why, and also blaming. I'm asking, why me? God, why did you allow something like this, first of all, to hit her? And second of all, how did I get pulled into dealing with this? I didn't ask for this, I didn't sign up for it, and this is just really downright overwhelming. Now, I know I kept thinking back, okay, was it something in her past that she could have did to prevent dementia from coming up? Right now, there's no, as far as the research and details on it, no one really knows the full effect of why dementia comes into a person's body yet. And the research is still going on. And I know as part of for my work that I'm working on, I'm doing as much as I can to try to work with doctors, caregivers, and especially the researchers to find out the real root cause of dementia. But I know on a personal level, at an emotional level, and that's what I'm trying to appeal to you from, is that you as a caregiver, some of us, we walk into this game not medically equipped, and even not psychologically equipped to deal with it. But one thing I know is that we can't do anything about the past. We can't do anything about what led up to the disease being with your loved one. For you to actually dwell on that and think about all the details around that, that is a cycle that is so defeating. So be deliberate and try to say, okay, it is what it is. Then you're dealing with your present right now. A lot of us are asking, why is this happening? Why is my loved one going through so much? Why in particular is this happening to me? I know this was something I struggled with severely. I was very angry at my sister. I was very angry at the situation. Those were some tough emotions I had to deal with. And I know I had to actually reach out and seek out some help to deal with some of my emotions when it came to how I'm going to relate to my sister. Because I knew at the beginning of the day, she was my sister. She cared for me when I was young, and even throughout our relationship, when she was still healthy and of her right mind, she still showed love and compassion toward me. And she actually requested for me to step in and to care for her. So she thought that highly enough for me to pull me into her picture. So after I got to the point of transitioning from why is this happening to me, I had to get to the point of accepting that this was not happening to me, but this was happening for me. Now, I want to share with you just a couple of things as far as benefits I gained from providing care for my sister. Benefit number 1, it allowed me to grow in my heart when it comes to the issue of humanity. Looking at people who are all around me, people who are going through some things, and me just stopping to think and look and to say, instead of looking at or getting mad at why a person is doing something, ask really in my heart, why are they really doing it? What's going on in their heads? What's driving them to do what they do? Then I had to say, from human to human, this is a person that matters. This is a person that, God is placed in front of me and that I care about, or I should be caring about, so I have to step up my game of expressing this. More so specifically to my sister, she taught me a lot about being patient. I was not a patient individual. I was always by the clock, rush, 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 zoom, zoom, zoom. So it was an adjustment for me to learn this thing called patience. And she also taught me a lot about compassion. I really had to dig in deep to what this thing called compassion was. I always thought it was something that I did for others. The more so compassion, when I'm really doing it right, is actually doing something from their point of view. Because a person can have this desire to reach out and help another individual, but it takes a lot to actually get into the head of the other individual and address what they really need, or even to care about what they really need. And for me, it was a big thing. I know it was a lot more that I learned from it. I'm only sharing a little bit with you in this video. There's a lot more that's covered in the book. But I want you to, get the book. If you're a caregiver, take some time, read through the stories, and not just the stories, but this is actually a helpful tool to help you with your care process. But I also want you to, as if you're not a caregiver, purchase the book, read through it, and look at different ways you can help out in supporting another person who is engaged in personal care. And this isn't limited to just somebody with dementia or Alzheimer's. This is limited to us as human beings caring about the world and the people that are around us. So with that said, I just want to give thanks to you and appreciate for you being here for this second video that I shot. I really just wanted to express my love and gratitude towards you. If you get a chance, go to courageouscaregiver.org, leave a comment, also sign up for the mailing list. And the other thing, just take some time, be patient with your loved one, build on that relationship, get the very best from it. And I just wanted to thank you for your time, and I wish you all a blessed day.